Our Raiders are really active at disrespectful hours of the day, man.
Yeah, I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters. I'm a Raider, Oakland Raider. From the Bay to LA to Las Vegas. I'm a player, a boss player. If you with me, pop your collar, shake them haters.
I'm from the city of Sac, rap the silver and black. Word of honcho, give me the strap. The realest is back. Stupid chop with some silly attached. Eye for an eye, fuck it man, give me a patch. I'm a Raider, Oakland, LA, Vegas, Jalen, Kenyon, Jacobs, Regis. Man, bruh, dog, we litty. Deshaun with the speed, Edwards with the 50-50. Yeah, this that silver and black field. Abram in the box, I'm Merrick in the backfield.
Yo, shout out to the nation, man. Let's get it. Welcome to the latest installment of Coffee and Convo. You rocking with your host, Graphk Raider, man. You already know what it is. It is mad early, you guys. Super early, but our team is already making significant moves to improve this team. I'm already loving this new addition of Dave Ziegler, however you want to say it. I say it both ways. It is what it is, but I'm loving it, man. This front office is working wonders already. You love to see it, you guys. Our Raiders, I know you've seen the thumbnail, have already saved $14.5 million by restructuring left tackle Kolton Miller and running back Kenyon Drake. That puts us at, I'm seeing conflicting reports right now, you guys, anywhere from 30, 31 to 36. It's anywhere in that range. So just think of it as we're somewhere in the $30 to $36 million range right now, putting us in the top 10 in salary cap right now. So that's where we are. We are in the top 10 right now in salary cap space. That is a very, very good thing to have going into free agency here in a few days. I'm excited, man. And one thing that this tells us, you guys, is that Kenyon Drake will be a Raider this year. And I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what Kenyon Drake can do in Josh McDaniels' system. I think that he's one of those type of running backs that will thrive playing under Josh McDaniels. So what do you guys think about this, man? Leave me some comments, man. And also, let me know where you guys are at this morning. Where y'all at? The gym, work, home? What do y'all got going on right now? I'm not going to say that we're using this money specifically for one person. I'm not going to go out there and say we're going to go get Bobby Wagner. This is for J.C. Jackson. I'm not going to do that. I think personally, we're just freeing up cap. We're freeing up money. We got room. We got work to do, fellas. You know what I'm saying? We have a lot of work to do. We have a lot of holes in this roster. It's time to fill them. So I'm not going to say we're going to go out and spend 17 to 20 mil on J.C. Jackson, or we're going to spend however $1 million on Bobby Wagner. I'm not going to do that. I just know that, we're freeing up some cap. We still have two contracts that I think if anything, this says that Max Crosby's contract should be done here soon. I really think that. I think this says that Max Crosby's contract will be done here in the next few days, and that DC's extension is next. It's following up. That's what I think this means. This entails. I don't think it means that we're going to go out and just specifically go get one player, because for those who don't know, you extend DC, you save even more money. You extend Max Crosby, you save even more money on the cap this year. So I love what we're doing right now, man. And yes, Eli, this is facts. If they restructure Yannick, it frees up $7 more million. Facts. So there's a lot of different factors right now with what we're about to do moving forward. You know what I mean? You let Denzel Good walk, that's another 4.1. And if you free up that $7 million you were talking about with Yannick, that puts us in a 40, almost $50 million range already. And that is fire. That is fire going into free agency period, man. I'm excited about it. Shout out to Mateo, top of the morning, heading to work. Shout out to my dog. For those who haven't seen this, real quick, you guys, shout out to CBS Sports. The Raiders opened up some cap space by restructuring a couple of contracts this week. Phil Yates of ESPN reports that the team has restructured the contracts of running back Kenyon Drake and left tackle Kolton Miller. This move has cleared $14.525 million in cap space for Las Vegas. Drake ended last season on the injured reserve after fracturing his ankle. He has a guaranteed $5.5 million roster bonus for the season and a base salary of $2.5 million. Miller signed a 3-year contract extension last year and had a guaranteed roster bonus of $13.5 million for this season. His base salary was set to be $3.275. So there you have it, you guys. There you have it. Shout out to CBS Sports. Shout out to Phil Yates for breaking the news here on Twitter this morning. Wipe them feet, you guys. Hit them thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button, man. Also, if it's your first time being here, I appreciate you guys. Let's get some of y'all comments in. Shout out to my brother Vro. Shout out to G-Town in the building. Mateo, thank you for the super, my brother. L says we're trading for Devontae. I think that ship is sailed, brother, to be honest. 187 went now 34 million under the cap, somewhere in that range. Like I said, I'm seeing conflicting reports of 31, 32, 36. So you're probably right, 187, probably right there in the middle of what we're talking about. But that's great. We are in the top 10 in salary cap space now, you guys, in the NFL. And I love it. Yes, Sergio, to be honest, I didn't do a video yesterday on it because I know people are tired of me talking about Derek Carr. So I went on Wasted's channel. Shout out to my brother Wasted. Went over there and spoke a little bit about it. Rumors. There's no way you can actually upgrade over DC right now. And I think that Josh McDaniels knows that. And I don't think it's going to happen. Let's just say that. Shout out to my brother Digital Prezi, man. What's up, Neff? I don't think it's going to happen, though. Now there's rumors that the Cleveland Browns are looking at a trade for our quarterback. You know what I mean? So, there's teams out there that need a quarterback. And, the rumors are going to continue to surface. You know what I mean? This is what happens. These teams want our GM to bite. That's what it was. That's what it is. They want him to bite. They want him to take the bait. And I don't think it happens. I don't at all. But as I stated on Wasted Channel, if we were going to trade DC, right now his value will never be any higher than this. So if you're going to do it now. If you're not, extend him, keep shit moving. But it's this high right now, you guys. We just watched Denver literally just get a million pieces, give up a million pieces to Seattle for Russell Wilson, who is on the wrong side of 30. You know what I'm saying? And mind you, I think Russell Wilson still has a few years left to be a really, 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 really good receiver. A quarterback in this league. So I'm not taking anything away from Russell Wilson because I'm a huge fan of his work. But DC is still only 30 years old. You know what I mean? And he still has some time to do his Dougie. I think, for them to give up that much for Russell, we can get a few firsts and then some for DC right now because of, these teams out here. There's so many QB needy teams, Pittsburgh, Cleveland, Indy, you know what I mean? The list goes on, New Orleans. So, but I think he's staying. I'm sorry, you guys. The only way I do this, because Indianapolis doesn't have a first-round draft pick, so the only way I do this is point blank. Period. You want DC that bad? You give me Darius Leonard, and you give me Quentin Nelson. How about that? Period. Point blank. You give me one of the best linebackers and one of the best O linemen in the league, and then we have something. But until then, I don't want to hear shit about anything Indianapolis can provide. They have no first rounder this year. That speaks that's big. That's big. You know what I mean? I'm not taking a bunch of seconds and thirds in the first next year. I'm not doing that. You want DC? You give me Darius Leonard, or you give me DeForest Buckner and Quentin Nelson. That's it. And they won't do that. They won't do that. But if you want them that bad, you give us 2 great players for the quarterback that you want. Give me the Aaron Donald, the offensive lineman, and Quentin Nelson, and give me a top 3 linebacker with Darius Leonard or DeForest Buckner. Point blank, period, the end. Because at that point, I'm not mad about going into the season with a Marcus Mariota or a Teddy Bridgewater as a bridge gap quarterback for 1 year, just for 1 year, because you just picked up 2 cornerstone pieces in Nelson and Leonard or Buckner. You know what I mean? So yeah, but I don't think it's going to happen, you guys. I do not think it's going to happen at all. Shout out to Jose, man. We need to boost the D. None but elite QBs in the AFC West. This is facts, bro. Facts. Shout out to my brother Jose, as always. Shout out to everybody in the chat, you guys. Appreciate y'all for being here. I know it's mad early. Shout out to my brother Mike Downs. Exciting time to be a Raider fan with a capable GM that's going to put the best squad together in year 1. Talk that shit, my brother Mike Downs. Talk that shit. Shout out to my dog, man. Always supporting the channel as well. I agree, Brian. I definitely agree. I don't think DC is going anywhere. Let me see. Still throw JT in there. Yeah, point blank period. You got to give up 2 great players. You want a quarterback? Give them up. Give them up. Uzi, hey, let me say this, right? Shout out to my dog Uzi. If giving up is trading a quarterback that just reached his first playoff, had his first playoff appearance, in which I still count 2016, to be honest with you. So I'll say a second. For generational talents like Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard, and then I'm ready to give up year 1. You know, it is what it is. And I like Carr. Carr's cool. I don't love Carr, but I like Carr. Nah, yeah. JD, it is. Facts, bro. Facts. There's rumors every damn year Carr getting traded to this team and that team. Laugh out loud, and that never happens. It doesn't. And you know what's funny is, man, I do believe if Gruden was here and we went through the year that we went through, his ego, his pride, he probably would have moved on from DC. I think knowing how Josh McDaniels works, I just think that he came here for DC, specifically for his quarterback. You know what I mean? But these rumors are more real than ever, you guys, because of what kind of trade value he has right now. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's so real right now. Like yesterday, I said this on Wasted Show that I told my wife yesterday. I said, babe, like real talk, this is as real as it's ever felt with DC potentially being gone because of his trade value being so high. So we've seen crazier things, you guys. We've seen us trade a generational talent in Khalil Mack. You know what I mean? We've seen us trade Amari Cooper. You know what I'm saying? We've seen crazier things. So I don't put anything, I don't think anything is out the window at this point. You know what I'm saying? When does the Ruggs money kick in if we get it? I don't think it happens this year, Ruben. From what I was reading on, I think it happens the following year. I don't think we see that money this year or next year. And to be honest, I don't ever think we ever see the Damon Arnett money, like ever. But I think we see the Ruggs money next year. Yo, what's up with my brody, man? What's popping?
Break. You know I had to jump on.
We was just on the phone like 2 minutes ago. Shout out to my dog. Hey, Hammer, what do you think about this, brother? What do you think, man? We just freed up.
Happy, bro. I'm extremely happy. Look, we still have a fucking running back depth chart. Drake is still here. I was kind of concerned they were going to go the route of an injury settlement. We weren't going to have him this coming season. Kolton Miller, I said it in our group chat several times. Andy thought I was crazy.
He did.
I said it.
He was like, how
they're going to restructure Kolton Miller.
I think you even said the figure. We were talking about a $9 million figure or something like that.
I just said backloading. That's all. Restructure it, backloading.
Yeah.
We're good. We're good.
Well, and if we can still restructure Yannick as well. We can maneuver some more money around. Bro, there's a point we could be having top 5 cap space here in the near future if we work this shit the right way.
Let's get it, man. And again, we are less than a week away from the new league year. I cannot fucking wait for next Wednesday, y'all. It is going to be insane.
Yep.
I know you got your marathon on Monday, a.k.a. Steak and BJ Day. We might have to do a marathon on Wednesday as well. It opens up 4 p.m. Eastern time, 1 p.m. Pacific. So we could start at 4 and ride all the way through with everything going on. And it's not going to be just us, all 32 teams, all the transactions, signings, trades, everything. We got to do it.
Yep. Facts.
Good morning, Wasted.
Wasted.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm fucking fantastic.
I loved your words of wisdom. I love that this morning. That was fire. And you know what's good?
Thanks,
We're waking up with positive energy, man. Hammer told me some great things. I don't know if he's ready to talk about it yet, but he told me some great things this morning that's going on in his life. My brother Wasted went to the gym, got it in, and came out with some words that really woke me up this morning. Like, you know what, man? Like, today gonna be a good day, man. So I salute you, brothers, man, for injecting the world with some positive energy, man, this morning, man. We need
You know what? We're on your platform. Everybody pretty much knows who I am at this point. Everybody pretty much knows what's going on over these last few months. So I might as well just break the news right now. Guys, Dad is cancer-free. We found out last night Dad is cancer-free.
Yeah. Hey. And that's the best thing. But there's also some other news.
Oh, we will talk about that part behind scenes because but and also we're at 2,200 subs. What else is going on? I think that's it right now. And 1,300 on IG. So thank you, Raidernation, for all your continued support. Love you guys.
Hey Hammer, I got some info for you behind the scenes too. Something that might be kind of dope. We was talking about yesterday.
All right, we're gonna talk.
But guys, really quickly, I got an offer, and I wanted to know, and I want to say this on air, just in case everybody else want to pull up. I got an offer from the Ahern Hotel for us to do a pre-draft show.
Oh! So we're ready for that?
Pre-draft show, Wasted Wednesdays, happy hour. Everybody can come up and pull up if they want to. It depends on when you guys get to Vegas. You know what I'm saying? And then we could do the post-draft too. You know what I'm saying? But I was in the talks with them last night, but they really want to capitalize on the draft and having the Raider fans in the area. So, if you guys are going to be there Wednesday, we could do like a quick hour during the happy hour at the bar. It's going to be a promo code for everybody to get, discounts on drinks and stuff. Come down and get wasted with us, and we could talk about the draft.
I'll be there. And I know yesterday we talked about the recap. So, it's good to see that you got something going on early too. So I'll be there.
I'm landing in Vegas at like 8:30 in the morning, so I'll be there.
Let me ask real quick, since Hammer came on and already expressed his excitement. Wasted, how are you feeling about freeing up 14.5 of cap space by restructuring Kolton Miller, man, and Kenyon Drake?
I feel excellent. You know what I mean? I feel like we had organizational malpractice is something I always say previously. And I feel like we got people that are the adults in the room and know how to structure contracts properly. So that's one caveat. And also, I feel like they're clearing space to take on some major salary. What could that mean, though?
Yeah. See, now, this is what I thought, right? Because I didn't want to come on here and be like, we're going to go get J.C. Jackson now, you guys. I wasn't going to hype this up. What I think right now is the next move is Max Crosby's contract will be done here shortly, and then DC's will be following up right after that, and we'll free up even more money. You know what I mean? We'll free up even more money. And we were talking about the Yannick situation, freeing up potentially $7 more million by restructuring him, getting rid of Denzel Good. That's 4.1. I mean, bro, like we can really, we're already in the top 10 with this move in salary cap this year. So we can potentially enter the top 5 here soon, because I don't know if y'all seen, but Indianapolis is number 1 with one Carson Wentz trade. They're number 1 in salary cap right now. They're at $70 million, I believe. That's big. They can make a lot of moves. You know what I'm saying? And they still got some franchise cornerstones over there. I mean, they have no quarterback. You know what I mean? And that could potentially kill them. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. I think that Max's contract should be done here shortly. I do. I think it'll be done probably before free agency hits, and potentially DC's as well.
Please extend Carr. Let's stop all this shit, because yesterday, of course, the second everything happened with Wentz, the Colts are gonna go fuck out of here with that shit.
No,
man.
Hammer, I'm gonna be honest. If the Colts had a first this year, I'd have been like, oh shit, it's probably gonna happen.
Definitely, but
Hey, can I ask you guys a quick one?
Sure.
What happens if they give up Quentin Nelson, they give up Buckner, they give up their second and their third this year, and they give up a first and a second next year. Is that enough for you?
They won't do that because that's way too much. But I'm taking that right now. Right now.
Or just say, for instance, one of those players.
Bro, I just said I would do it right now for Quentin Nelson and Darius Leonard or Quentin Nelson and DeForest Buckner, period, without even draft capital. I do it.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Quentin Nelson's a Hall of Fame guard.
Yes, and Darius Leonard and DeForest Buckner are both generational talents as well. So if you want to play that kind of game, you know what I'm saying? Give me two great players, two cornerstones, and you can take our guy. Because we have a head coach now that I'm not too worried about coaching up quarterbacks. He's done it year in and year out in New England, whether it was with Brady. He turned Jimmy G into a serviceable quarterback. I mean, he won games with Jacoby Brissett. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just be honest. I mean, he's worked some wonders out there. He won some games with Cam Newton. They didn't really have a great year with him, but he won a few. So, look, at this point, man, DC's not going anywhere. But if you want Indianapolis, we can play that game if you want. We just want two superstars back. If you want to play that, because we know that this is the hardest position to fill in the NFL as a quarterback position. You want to play that game? Cool. Give us two superstars, and I'll take it.
Yeah, because two superstars essentially equate to 2 first-round picks. Because when you pick somebody in the first round, you want them to project to be a superstar. So now you take the guessing away from the draft process, and you have 2 superstars. Done.
Yep. And bro, then you look at 2 guys that can. Then remember we were saying this earlier on. Like, I don't think we have one player on this team that's not up that you can't upgrade from. Then you have 2 guys that you have to really think about it. Like, I don't think we can upgrade from Quentin Nelson. I don't know if we can upgrade from Darius Leonard unless if it's a TJ Watt or some shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like, those are 2 players that are probably the best at their positions in this league. So that's something that you have to say. Like if I'm Zeke, man, I'm definitely, if that call comes in, I'm definitely taking a look at that for sure.
Hey, bro, you know what? I call Quentin Nelson the Ron Simmons of football. Unfuckwittable.
I like that. Damn. Hold on real quick, man. My brother just called me. Let me just send him a text. But I'm excited about this, you guys. Like to see we're already making moves so early. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to my brother Halo. Doc's Wasted Hammer. Salutations, fam. Raidernation for life. Shout out to my dog. Shout out to my dog Halo, man. I was not planning on going live this early. I actually like it though, man, because I'm about to hit these weights. Bro, I got 3 hours of sleep last night. I can't sleep now. I got this shit in the house. I can't sleep, bro. Like I'm gonna be in here living my dream out.
Like, live streaming and clanging and banging.
Hey, for real, bro. That's it, man. What do you guys think? So what's let me ask Hammer first, man. What's next? I mean, we can talk about the Max Crosby contract. I mean, if that's what you think, or is it the DC? What's next in your Hammer GM? You put your Hammer cap on. What's next?
I still think that there's a good chance that Max gets his extension a little bit before DC. Now it's just a matter, who are these free agent targets right now that we're opening this cap space for? Who the fuck is coming here? Do we still want JC Jackson? Do we still have him on the board? Are we going to try to go after Brandon Cooks? Are we going to try to go after maybe Tyler Lockett? Are we going to fill that linebacking spot and bring in Kyle Van Noy? I don't see Bobby Wagner coming here. It's a lot of moving pieces right now. I'm excited. I'm extremely excited right now to see where we're going. We were 12th in cap space in the start of the offseason. Now we're 10th, and if we free up some more, we'll be within that top 5. So let's just grind out. These guys have a vision right now. The vision seems to be clear as hell for them moving forward. Let's just go. Let's win. That's it.
I like Wagner. He's going to be too expensive. Van Noy can cover and play the run. I'm all for a $5 million a year contract for Van Noy. You know what I mean? I'm not paying no $13 million plus for Bobby Wagner. And I love Bobby Wagner. To me, that's a generational talent as well. But he's up there in age, 31. I mean, him and Van Noy are pretty much the same age. Let's just be honest. But I'm not. Look, if you can get Van Noy for cheaper, you go get Van Noy. And he knows the system. Same question for you, Wasted. What you GM, Wasted? Put your GM cap on, King. What's the next move?
The next move is getting Max in here and getting him locked up. and then going out and swinging big on one of these big fish out here, man. And I think that big fish is going to be J.C. Jackson, just based off of the fact that, listen, we know Adams isn't available anymore, and we know that the New England Patriots have always built their defenses from the outside in. They built their defenses from the secondary back to the front.
Definitely.
You know what I mean? They've always done that back when you had the Lawyer Malloys and the Ty Laws of the world, all the way down to the McCourty brothers and all of the people that they've had there in New England. The thing that the New England Patriots have always been willing to spend money on is free agent corners and defensive backs. Rodney Harrison, we can go down the line.
The list goes on. Yeah.
So I really think that they're familiar with him. This is a player that is a clean player. He doesn't have a big injury history. He is a guy that they're familiar with. And what we've seen with this regime is that they are about this kind of like familiarity thing. Everybody that's been brought in is somebody who has been familiar to them. So I don't think it's going to be any different with the players they choose.
And to be honest, I'm not mad about that because there's some other guys too. Like people tend to forget we brought in Champ from Chicago, so he has those ties to Allen Robinson. He has those ties to other guys. Then we got Patrick Graham, who coached I think in New England from 2009 to 2015. Like he has familiarity with them as well, but also the Giants in Miami. You know what I mean? So look, you're right. Familiarity is definitely key with this new regime. But familiarity it's an extension. It's extended though, right? Because these guys have been around for a long time. So don't think they're just Patriot guys. There's going to be other guys that's going to come in that's played for these guys in other places, whether it's Miami, Chicago. You know what I mean? I just love that this is a deep free agent class. This is the right time to have money. This is the right time. This isn't the year where we go out and spend millions and millions of dollars on Trent Brown and Tyrell Williams. Remember, we like you know what I mean? Like we're not doing that. Like right now, we're going to go out and like you said, waste it, spend money on one of the best corners in the league, J.C. Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Or get one of a top 10 wide receiver in Allen Robinson. Like there's a lot going on right now, and there's going to be some more players here that's going to be freed up here in a second soon. Who would have thought Bobby Wagner would be a free agent right now? You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
We said this was going to be the week, especially for us, where certain moves were going to be made, whether it was being restructures, whether we were cutting people to save a decent amount of cap space, but everything is falling in line right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing about Bobby Wagner, I saw on some other websites because I'm trying to stay abreast of, the comings and goings of some of these players. My brother, my younger brother's a huge Eagle fan, and he sent me an article stating that the Eagles are big in on Bobby Wagner. So that's a good thing for us because some of the linebackers that we wanted at 22 might fall to us because of that fact.
Yeah, that's facts. Oh, that's really big because Devin Lloyd may still be there. That's crazy. Shout out to Pacey, and I appreciate you, brother. And I heard the same thing. I'm seeing a bunch of tweets, and who is it? Jason LaContra, or whatever his name is.
Lacafora,
whatever the hell. Yeah, he said it's not going to happen. You know what I'm saying? But knowing him saying it's not going to happen, it probably will. But there are a lot of reports saying that DC is here to stay. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Mike Morris. When was the last time we had a clean top 5 for cap? Bro, and we're on our way to it, Mike. We're on our way right now. Top 10 already. We're going to clear some more money here soon. I mean, what? Extending DC probably gives us another 20 mil. And then Littleton, he's as good as gone post-June. And then we look at Nick Kwiatkowski. Even though I think Nick Kwiatkowski can thrive in this system, I just think that contract, unless they figure it out, I think he's on his way out as well.
$19 million of fucking money right there for us to free up. So sorry, guys, but this is a business first.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, and not for nothing, Quick could be brought back after they cut him. I've seen stranger things happen. He could be brought back. I mean, I'm kind of cool on him, but he's a good rotational guy.
Yeah. And what's funny is I'm taking Nassib over Nick Kwiatkowski. Pause.
Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Bro, he's played in a 3-4 and a 4-3. He's been proven to be valuable in both systems. I think Patrick Graham is going to utilize him a lot.
Nassib has been a continuous consistent rotational piece throughout his entire career in the league. That's why I don't want to see us attempt to do anything in regards to getting rid of him. He's a solid player.
Yeah, I think he could put up 7-8 sacks in this system. I believe that because Patrick Graham, he does value versatility, and like I said, this guy has played in both systems, so he can stand up. He can put his hand on the ground. I like it. I like it, man. I like it. So I think Nick Kous is going to be the odd man out.
Let me roll out. I got to get my ass back inside to work. I'm planning on trying to get on at 12:45. Try to do like a 35, 40-minute live. I got to find a room in this place, but I have all my stuff with me, so I'm going to try to jump on.
It's all love, my brother. Hey, man, once again, brother, love you, man. Proud of you, King. Keep grinding, brother.
Love you too, bro. I'm going to hit you guys up later on. We'll talk in the chat.
All right, Brody.
Later.
Shout out to Robert, man. What if we get JC, then go get Xavier? That's not going to happen. You can't pay 2 corners, but the New England way, right? You build in the back, you build in the secondary, but that would be crazy. But at this point, man, Mullen can be a solid number 2. So I'm either or, Rob, at this point. JC, I like Xavier Howard, but I'd rather have JC. I think JC has more years. He's younger, right? I think Xavier Howard's, 28? Somewhere up there?
Yeah, but they're both kids, though. It's not like that, what is JC Jackson, like 26?
Yeah, he's 26.
They're pretty much the same age, But I don't know. I like Xavier Howard, though, man. I don't know.
I do too. He's a dog. Like he fits that Raider mode, bro. He's a dog. But I don't know, man. I just feel like JC, going back to the guy that got you undrafted. I mean, let's be like Ziegler probably was the first guy to make that call. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, think about that. This guy is a Pro Bowl corner now. I think he's an All-Pro, right?
Yeah, he's All-Pro guy.
Yeah. So just imagine Ziegler's voice was probably the first voice he's ever heard when it came to the NFL. You know what I mean? So I think we have the upper hand in terms of bringing in JC. But I am afraid that the Chargers are going to make him an offer he can't refuse. But the good thing about that is the Chargers can say, well, we'll give you 20 mil. And we'll say, we'll give you 17. It's cheaper to live in Vegas. There's no state tax. It's kind of still evens itself out. You know what I'm saying?
Do you think that $3 million see, we say that, but then we got to look at the fact that they're playing. You get paid for whatever city you're playing in. Mm-hmm. So you're gonna play 8 games here. You're gonna play 8 games other places. Yeah. So it all depends. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I know there's no state income tax in Texas as well, correct?
Yeah, but let me ask you this though, Wasted, because maybe you know something I don't. Either way, operations are still in Nevada. Does that matter when you play in other places? I mean, you're still technically playing under the Nevada umbrella.
I've always heard it, and I could be wrong, but I've always heard the fact that they get taxed in wherever they played the game for that week. I've heard players say this. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? But that's what I've always heard.
I find that weird because when I used to travel for my old job, I go to Chicago, I go this place, that place. You know what I'm saying? And I still got paid. There was still no state tax or anything because of the Texas connection. But I could be wrong.
Yeah, I've heard a couple of former players talk about that, like with their, But listen, so say for instance, you don't have state tax, you got 8, right? Then you play in Texas, that's 9 games. That's a considerable amount of money, but I don't think it makes up $3 million.
See, even the middle is even the chat's conflicted because they're saying waste is right, and then they're saying no, you only get paid based on where you reside. So I don't know. That's what we got to do our homework on that, brother.
We do. I know how New York is. Like New York, if you live out of state and you work in New York, they're gonna tax you.
Yeah, that's
a fact, and that's even for like regular, Joe Schmoes out here. If you work in the city, you pay New York state income tax because you're working there.
Tonga says players are taxed for the week of where the game is played. They pay state and city taxes. Okay, well then there's that. So I don't know. I gotta look into that. But shout out to the chat, man. Shout out to the chat. Bringing the heat this morning, man. 400 deep already. You guys wipe them feet, hit them thumbs up. I appreciate you guys being here with me and my brother Wasted and Hammer just exited the building. For those who don't know, breaking news: our Raiders have freed up $14.5 million in salary cap by restructuring our left tackle Kolton Miller and our running back Kenyon Drake. So for that means one thing: Kenyon Drake will be back, you guys. There was a lot of talk about us potentially cutting him and blah, blah, blah. Kenyon Drake will be a running back for our Las Vegas Raiders this year, and I'm actually excited about that. And if Ziegler did this, he has to know something about that fractured ankle that we may not know. I don't think you restructure and free up that kind of money and waste a roster spot if this guy's not ready to go here soon. I mean, I'm not saying he's ready to go yet because it just happened not too long ago. But by the time the NFL season comes around, I think maybe Kenyon Drake ought to be ready. Probably we talked about that as well. Yannick,
can I ask you a quick question? Do you think that there's a Yannick restructure coming soon? I saw somebody in the chat bring that up, and I was like, that's a good question.
Problem I just put it on the screen. He said Yannick restructure on the way, bank on it. I think we can save $7 million. Why not? You know what I mean? Like I think maybe even Yannick putting that up the other day on Twitter maybe meant he's going to work some magic and free up some money.
You know what? That'll be excellent, man, because to be honest with you, if we do keep Carr, right, and that'll be good to keep Carr. If you keep Carr, now we can go the route that I was talking about the other day of how to beat the other teams in the AFC West by putting the best roster on the field. Yeah. You know, like we got to go the route of and I'm not talking about like, you know, burning it all down for 1 year like the Los Angeles Rams. But I mean, putting a roster that's strong enough, like how the 49ers more so. They had a roster that was so physical and so together that it didn't matter whether they had Jimmy GQ at quarterback or that kid CJ Beathard or whatever the hell his name was. They were going to win games. But
number one, the Niners had a great coaching staff from top to bottom as well.
Yep, and we do too. We do too.
That's exactly where I was going with it, brother. Like now we have just the only thing we don't have right now is a tight end coach. But other than that, like we're stacked. This is the best coaching staff I've ever seen in my 38 years of being a Raider fan. So look, man, freeing up this money, I just have this strange feeling, man, that I know I feel like these guys know what they're gonna do with it. Too much dead cap. Yeah, we're not gonna get rid of Yannick. When me and Wasted talked about potentially letting Yannick go, we were saying trade because we know how close him and Gus Bradley are. I mean, he's called Gus Bradley a father figure before. You know what I'm saying? And we know that Indianapolis needed another edge rusher. So it only made sense to tie that together and say, maybe Indianapolis reaches out to us and says, we have all this cap space. We want Yannick. What do you guys want? You know what I mean? It just makes sense. At the end of the day, it's a business, you guys. And there's a reason you draft Malcolm Kuntz. You know what I mean? It is. There's a reason you do that. So, you know, but I think with Yannick, if Yannick restructures, he's here. He only has one more year on his contract anyway. I think he's going to be here regardless. I think with Malcolm Kuntz only getting the little amount of burn he got last year, it'd be great to use him as more of a rotational piece this year and then let him take the reins the following year if he's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? I mean, shit, me personally, I only seen him playing like 2 games last year and he got 2 sacks in it. You know what I mean? But yeah, John, facts, easily the best staff on paper. This is real. This is real. I'm excited to see this max contract though, man. I want to see what the hell goes on with this. Let me see. Raider Casper said it's called the jock tax. The jock tax stipulates that players must pay the relevant taxes for any states that they happen to play a game in. So there you go. There you go. Bruno says, does Casey go to Indy? I think he does. But outside of Green Bay, this guy has played on the West Coast pretty much his whole career. Chargers, Raiders. I don't know if he wants to move to Indianapolis. So I could see him coming back in the system, or I could see him potentially maybe even going back to the Chargers. They need a corner. I wouldn't be shocked if the Chargers went out and got Casey back if they didn't go out and get J.C. Jackson. I wouldn't be shocked at all.
I kind of would because he doesn't fit the Brandon Staley mode. Brandon Staley's a defensive head coach. Yeah. You know, it's a reason why they let Casey walk. You know what I mean? I would surmise from them just letting a guy that's been there that long and that was that productive in that former system. I don't think those ties are as strong, even though I think KC probably would want to go back and play with the Chargers. Yeah. You know, I kind of thought it was a little goofy of him going back and hanging out with his teammates during the season.
Jersey.
Yeah, wearing the jersey. That was weak, man. I mean, I'm not a big Casey Hayward guy, to be quite honest with you, man. I really don't like that dude, man. I think that shit was crazy weak.
I think now though, if Staley watching how Casey played this year, knowing that he still has something left in the tank, because you got to realize when they let Casey walk, he had a down year the year before. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe Staley says, you know what, man, let's take a shot on him. But you're right though. Staley is a defensive minded guy. I think he wants a true shutdown corner, and Casey's not that anymore.
Yeah, look, when you play in that Vic Fangio system, you got to be able to go man to man with people. Like, they know that Casey Hayward was being protected by Gus Bradley's defense more so than anything. And that's the reason why Casey Hayward is such a big Gus Bradley guy, because he puts him in the best position to be successful in the National Football League at this point in his career with his skill set. Like, you got to realize Brandon Staley is a Vic Fangio disciple.
Yeah.
So they play that double high safety. You know what I mean? So you got to be able to stick with that guy. It's not a whole lot of zone stuff. You got to be able to stick with your guy down the sideline, and then you release him to the safety if you get beat. And there's going to be a whole hell of a lot of that with Casey Hayward, because let me tell you something. I know he played well in the defense that he was in, but I saw it in times where he had to go man-to-man with people where he almost pulled the damn hamstring trying to keep up with some, like, really marginal receivers. Yep. So if you think Casey Hayward's going to be in the AFC West, have to man up on, like, and it doesn't even have to be Tyreek Hill. It could be that other kid that they got over there that's fast as hell too. What's the other kid of the Kansas City Chiefs? Mecole Hardman.
Oh, you talking about receivers? Yeah, Hardman.
Yeah, Mecole Hardman. Yeah, Mecole Hardman.
There was a reason we had Brandon Faison on Jamar Chase in a playoff game, and Casey was on the other side. At that point, I realized, okay,
Casey's not fast.
Casey's not the guy that we thought he was, because you got Brandon Faison on Jamar Chase.
Yeah,
like,
man.
One of the best wide receivers in the league, and you matching him up on the other side. That to me, that was a little strange.
If you got Brandon Faison facing the best wide receiver, you're in trouble.
Yeah. Shout out to my brother Dirty in the chat. I mean, in here, man. What's good with you, my brother?
Good morning, brothers. How y'all doing, man?
I'm excited, man. I was
driving.
Y'all
woke you up with some great news, bro. Wake up to 14 mil, man. Like, I mean, it ain't in my account, but still, it's something to talk about.
Everything worked out perfect. So look, I took my sons to school this morning, right? And I looked at because I was gonna come back home and go to sleep before I woke up and worked out. And I was like, damn, man, I had like 5 miles left in my gas tank. I didn't realize I had no gas. I'm like, oh shit, man. So I drove down to 7-Eleven, filled my tank up, got me some coffee, and then the news broke on my phone. I said, oh yeah, it's time to go live, bro. Like, fuck it. I don't care if it's early. Like, it's time to do it. So, God's plan, Yannick. God's plan, man. God's plan.
Hey, so fellas, Dirty, peace. Docs, peace. Time to make the donuts. I got to roll, guys.
My brother.
Have a great blessed day, brother.
We're going to tap in later, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, have a blessed one.
All right, brother.
Yo.
How you feel about the freed up 14.5, Dirty?
Man, I'm feeling lovely about this freed up 14 mil, bro.
Top 10 in salary cap space now. Top 10 in the league.
Top 10. That, you know what? Free up some money, man. I feel like they're going to do exactly what we wanted them to do after this fucking Russell Wilson shit. You know what I mean? Go out and break the bank now. You know what I mean? Get everything you need to solidify the fact that you guys are number 2 in the AFC West. Fuck what everybody else was talking about. Oh, you guys dropped down to the 4th spot. No, we was number 2 last year.
Hey, games still got to be played, Dirty. You got to prove it.
Games still got to be played.
Yeah, you got to prove it. You got to prove it to me.
Yeah. You got to prove me everything. You know that, bro. I'm a prove it guy.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Prove it.
Oh shit. So hold on. All right. 7528 says Yates said the Saints just restructured contracts of Cam Jordan and defensive end. That last name sounds insane to me. Creating 12.4 in cap space. Connection. Shit. That's a lot. That's a lot of money freed up as well, but I don't think that's any connection. New Orleans has
New Orleans freed up.
Yeah, they're
50 mil, bro. They still be over the cap.
Yeah. They need to free up as much money as they can. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, weren't they $170 million over?
Yeah, but they need, first of all, their safety's about to walk. Marcus Williams about to walk. I'm hearing that they're very, very, they want to bring Honey Badger home. So I think New Orleans is trying to free up some money to bring back Honey Badger back to New Orleans where he's from. So
I like that though, because they got somebody over there that I've been asking for about a week and a half now, man. PJ Williams.
Yeah, you've been talking about PJ. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but PJ walk. I'll take him. Nice little additional piece in the defensive backfield. Hungry guy, attacks the ball, will make a tackle. You can't be mad at that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Shout out to Damian, man. Hope all is well with you guys. 32 million cap space sounds sweet for sure. Definitely, Damian. And there's conflicting reports right now. 31, 32, 34, 36. Either way, we somewhere there in the 30s. But it feels good to know we got a few dollars, man, moving forward to Monday, because I know everybody keeps saying Wednesday free agency opens. Monday free agency opens, you guys. The tampering period is the new NFL opening. I'm telling you right now, Monday, we will know where all these chips fall. There's going to be a lot of shit moving parts come Monday, man. We're going to know where a lot of these guys go. You just can't make it official until Wednesday. And if you guys think behind the scenes that every team isn't tampering right now, you guys are tripping. Every team is tampering behind the scenes right now. I promise you. There's a reason why everybody's restructuring and doing all kind of shit, because they're talking to a lot of agents. There's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Damian. I appreciate you, brother. Media stay right in the Denver Broncos, even though they're bad. King said, hey, they brought in a generational talent, a guy that has been a top 5 quarterback for years with Russell Wilson. So it makes sense. I mean, people are going to lose their shit right now. But they, like you said, there's still games that need to be played. You know what I mean? You went from one bad O-line to another terrible O-line. So let's see how this thing plays out. Let me see. Shout out to Scott Graphk. I see it sign and trade of Adams. Green Bay can't afford Adams and Rodgers. I don't see that. Rodgers is not going to agree to an extension if Devontae Adams isn't there. Like, I'm telling y'all right now, if Devontae doesn't get a long-term deal here done, Aaron may not even sign that contract. That ink ain't even dry. So, let me see. Dirty, somewhere in the 30 range. Eric, that's where we are, somewhere in the 30 range. Super Omnicross said, dirty, man, that SIG is finished, bro. That's facts. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, you guys. 437 deep, man. I appreciate you guys for being here with me, man. Hey, you guys, do me a favor, man. Hit them thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel yet, I definitely appreciate it. Shout out to everybody in the comment section, man.
My bad, brother. Had to get in the car.
That's all good. Saints rumored to be trading for Jimmy G too. I can see that. They need a quarterback. If I'm just, man, I'm bringing in a cheaper option. I'm just going to bring back Winston. Me personally. But
I bring back Jameis Winston too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? As much money as you paid him.
Yeah, I'll bring him back on the cheap. Like, why not? You see, we can make a run at Metcalf. Hey, man, Dirty been screaming that shit left and right.
Yes, I have. That's money there.
I think the first splash we make is bringing our defensive end back. I think Max Crosby's extension is the first splash, and then Derek Carr is going to follow that. And you never know, Hunter Renfrow might be right after that. You know what I mean? So I think the first splashes that we're going to put out there are paying our guys and bringing them back, because that's what great franchises do, right? They pay their own guys.
Yeah.
You're
right. You're right. You're definitely right.
Let me see. I'd rather have Lockett. I love Tyler Lockett. I mean, look, but there's also conflicting reports that they were shopping Tyler Lockett, and then the following day, Seattle's not. So, we don't know what the hell is going on right now. Man. You know what I mean?
Man, you got sometimes the NFL does things on entertainment purpose. You know what I mean? For entertainment purposes only. Yeah. One of the things Seattle was going to look at is, do we get rid of DK or do we get rid of Lockett? Who's been our more productive? Yeah. Tyler Lockett's been their more productive wide receiver. Plus, I know that they are already looking at the fact that when they throw a touchdown from Drew Lock, which won't be often, but Lockett, that's gonna be dope for them. You know what I mean? So they're gonna keep that shit.
Lock. That's a cool little joint. Jackie, hey, happy belated birthday, Queen. Happy belated.
Happy birthday, sis.
I don't think that Drew Lock could ever see. I think Seattle, and I said this right when this trade happened, I think Seattle is all in on going to get Deshaun Watson. I think the pieces that they got from Denver, they're going to offer the Texans. That's what I think. I think everything they brought in, I think Pete Carroll is too old for a rebuild. I think he said, let's reboot this shit. If he can get Deshaun Watson, mark my words, bro, there's going to be at some point that if he frees up all that shit that happens in court on Friday, Seattle may go all in and offer all that shit that they got for Russell Wilson for Deshaun Jackson. And then you get a younger version, taller version of Russell Wilson. Well, actually, I can't even – shit. Deshaun, man, the arm, the running ability, I mean, he does it all. You know what I mean?
Does it all. You know, I'm concerned because the man's been removed from football for so long. You know what I mean? Like, that would be my major concern. But, you know, at the same time, it ain't my team. So what do I really care?
Yeah, straight up. Real shit. So hey, let me ask you this because we coming up on an hour. I wanted to do a quick video before I worked out. What's next? Dirty, you're putting on your GM cap right now. This is GM Dirty. What's the next move? Is it the max contract? Is it the DC contract? Are we building up all this cap space to go get JC Jackson? What are we doing right now?
I think honestly, I believe they're building up this cap to be able to afford a hell of an offensive front and then a JC Jackson. You know what I mean? Max gonna get his money. You already know that. Renfro gonna get his money. DC gonna get his money. But that's all money that we're concerned about next year. So but I think they made enough space this year to actually be fucking juggernauts in the free agency this year.
I think if we got just Morgan Moses and JC Jackson, I think we won the free agency period. Yeah. Like, around that, you just pick up some rotational pieces, some guys that can bring value to the team. But if you can go get your right tackle in Morgan Moses and go get JC Jackson as your corner, you go into the draft a little more free, right? A little more best player available. You know what I mean? We still need a linebacker. We need a couple of them actually, some defensive tackles. But I'd be excited. You know what? And Yannick may free up that $7 million to bring in Calais Campbell. That's true. That's his guy from Jacksonville. I would love to bring him in and use him on the D line. Can you imagine him between Yannick and Max? That'd be nice.
Man, that would be crazy fire, bro. Yeah, that would literally be crazy fire, bro.
He'd be a cheaper option too. So maybe if you can get Calais, JC, and Morgan Moses in this free agency period, that'd be exciting.
Man, I'd be thrilled. I'd be thrilled, bro. You know, you go get you in free agency, you go get you 3 good starters and then get you 2 or 3 backups.
We definitely need to receive it, guys. We definitely, I understand that. I know. Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
But you can get a DK Metcalf. You know what I mean? That's not really free agency. That's trading for him. You know what I mean? Because he's not a free agent. So that's literally trading for him, right? You can still pull a DK Metcalf, but with the wide receiver class being so deep, and there being good talent there, why spend your money?
You know what? I'm putting Chark in that conversation too. I'm putting Chark in there because you know what? Even if we didn't get Calais, if we got Moses, JC, and Chark, I'd be cool with that. And then go get like a cheap option, maybe a Tim Settle from Washington. He's a free agent as well. Look, I think we're gonna get 3 or 4 solid pickups here in free agency. Damon says, how do you feel about JC, Moses, Calais, and Van Noy? I would love that. I would love it. And I think with all this freed up money that we're going to be having, we could afford all those, but we definitely do need a receiver. I think that DJ Chark will probably be the move because he'll be cheaper than all the other options. The Allen Robinsons of the world, the Christian Kirks of the world, he'll be cheaper. So
how did Van Noy do?
He did really good. He had 5 sacks last year. I think 2 forced fumbles. He had a touchdown, an interception. Van Noy at 30 years old was still very productive.
And how much money is he looking for? That's the other question.
He'll probably get like $5 million a year. He's at the end of his career. You know what I mean?
Okay.
$5 million.
We talking close to vet minimum?
Yeah, like somewhere around there. Like, bro, I think Van Noy gets 5. I think 5 at the most, maybe $6 million a year.
That's fair. Yeah. Anything more than that, I'm out.
Yeah, you know, think about it. For 16, 17 million, you can get Chark and Van Noy. I like that.
Yeah, I like that too.
Yeah.
You can
You know,
also grab a Bobby McCain. You can throw a Bobby McCain in there for another 3.5 mil.
yep.
You good?
And we keep forgetting about Brandon Cooks. Well, we can still reach out to Houston and say, we want our guy. So what you want? You want a third? You want a fourth? We'll take on that. We'll take on that cap hit. What's up? So keep
So
up.
let me ask you: Are you giving a third for Cooks, or would you give a third for Metcalf?
Metcalf, you're gonna have to give up a first because the youth is on his side. You know what I'm saying? Like, but the problem is though, you may see Seattle's going to keep him because if anything, if they don't get a quarterback, they're on a youth movement thing. He fits the trajectory of their team. He's 24, Lockett's 29. So there was a reason why they said they were shopping Lockett and not Metcalf, right? I think Metcalf is going to stay. I don't think that they're going to get rid of him. At that point, Seattle's just starting all the way from scratch. You know what I mean? Because if you get rid of Metcalf, you're getting rid of Tyler Lockett as well. like why keep a 29-year-old receiver? But get rid of a 24-year-old. So I think if anything, Lockett to be the guy on the move. But I don't know. I think
I'll take Lockett, but
me too.
Go ahead.
I think the best move is Brandon Cooks. I think because his familiarity with the system, him being really, really good friends, really close with Derek Carr. I just think it makes sense.
Yeah.
I think Brandon Cooks makes sense. You know what I mean? He's still very productive. He always puts up over 1,000 yards receiving year in and year out. Even with bad quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think Brandon Cooks is the move. I think that's the wave. If
it
we
makes
can't,
sense because he's looking for stability. You know what I mean? He's looking to be somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, this is a guy who has major performance. He knows what he's doing on the field, but he cannot seem to stay with one team. He's like a journeyman. You know what I mean? I think he's tired of being a journeyman. He's looking for some stability. So if you can offer him a little stability and a little less money, he might be willing to jump on that.
Facts. So keep an eye on that name. When free agency period opens, a lot of these receivers are probably going to get off the board really quick. We already seen Devontae already gone franchise, Godwin franchise. It looks like Gallup's about to sign a long-term contract with Dallas. So a lot of these guys are they're already moving and grooving. By the time the free agency period opens, a lot of these guys are already going to be off the board. You know what I mean? So you got to look at Chark. You know what I mean? Youth. He's young. He does have an injury history, but he still be a cheaper option than say, the young boy Christian Kirk from Arizona, which a lot of his work is in the slot. We already have a slot guy. You know what I'm saying? So do you want to overpay a guy, that's a slot guy? You know what I'm saying? Like when you already have one that you have to pay that's on your own team. And then you got Allen Robinson, where I'm hearing New England is very interested in bringing in Allen Robinson as well. So he's going to have.
You don't go out and pay a Christian Kirk when you got a Hunter Renfrow, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You just don't. I'm sorry.
Robinson's about to get paid, bro. Like somebody is going to pay this man a massive amount of money. Indianapolis needs another wide receiver on the other side of Pittman. T.Y. is getting up there in age. Maybe they overpay him. They're now number one in salary cap with like $70 million. Kirk can play on the outside, but his best football is played in the slot.
It's played in the slot. Yeah.
I mean, if we want to go that route, Hunter plays on the outside as well. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, he moves inside and out. But, his best work is in the inside. But I think,
Hunter's a better slot receiver, though.
Yeah, facts.
Hunter, so.
Yeah, but it's going to be very interesting here in these next few days, man. I think Yannick.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm thrilled.
I think Yannick may be the next restructure here. I think we'll get more information here on Denzel Good with his $4 million in cap space. Bro, I'm excited, man. I'm excited. Vinny B says we're around 34 million under the cap. Okay, so that's where I think where we are right now.
If Vinny B is saying somewhere around 34, then it's really because I got the figures of 38 to 41 right now.
Yeah.
So,
hey, I don't know.
Yeah.
Either way, we're in very good shape already going into this and going into the free agency period. And for those right here, this is the tweet I wanted to show you guys. Jason looking for a lot of buzz right now about Carr possibly being dealt. It's not happening. Had Gruden stayed, might be more far likely. Yeah, I said the same thing. It might be more likely, but the Raiders have no road to a better QB, and an extension is far more likely for Carr now than a trade. So there we go with that. I believe, just like everybody else believes, DC's not going anywhere and that an extension is in play. But I will play devil's advocate always and say that if you are going to move on from him, this is the best time to move on from him, because his trade value would never be this high again, ever. It all
depends on what he does this year.
Aurora says, Doc's crazy stat of the day. Hunter Renfrow has more pass breakups than Damon Arnett.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sad. That's sad. I think he's got more tackles too. I think he's got more tackles as well.
Facts. Out the Raiders guy. Can we restructure Littleton's contract? No, we're just gonna let him go completely. We the problem with him is we restructured his contract already 3 or 4 times, Raider guy. So now, because Mike Mayock didn't know what the fuck he was doing with him. And now it's at a point where we're gonna free it up. We're gonna free up $11 million this year by letting him walk post-June, but we're gonna have dead cap the following year where we're gonna have to pay him. But the good thing is we're gonna have a lot of money next season. So I don't think it really matters. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. We'll have some dead cap with Littleton, but move on from that contract.
Man, I think we let him play. I think we let him play because it's $14 million to get rid of him or $15 million to keep him.
But bro, you can free up 11 this year.
Yeah, but you still got to pay him 14 to let him go.
Yeah, but I know how they do this is they break it up, right? They break it up where you have to pay him over. So like I don't really think, and like we said, the salary cap just keeps going up and up and up. Like these next 2 years, we're gonna have mad bread. Casper says 10 million dead cap next year for Littleton. There you go. And to be honest, if you get rid of him, I pay that. I will. I don't give a shit. Look, we paid Huddy $15 million this year, $14-15 million to be the center, the starting center for the Arizona Cardinals. So it is what it is. You see JT the Bricks tweet? No, I didn't. Let me bring that up. Because I know JT knows his shit. Let me see. JT the Brick.
Yeah, I tend to listen to JT a lot too.
Oh shit. He says sometimes your NFL team gets an offer they can't refuse in the offseason. Oh shit. Sometimes your NFL teams gets an offer they can't refuse in the offseason. Holy shit.
Yeah, but he didn't say who. He didn't say who. You know? So
well, we'll see here soon.
We'll see here soon. But if DC goes, then DC goes. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Just know that there's nobody in the QB room if DC goes, bro. We don't have a quarterback at all.
At all.
You know what I mean? At all. Not even a backup, bro. We have no one under center if DC goes.
Yep.
So,
shout to Gaffler. JT was the one who told us beast mode was coming weeks before.
Have a good day.
Facts. No, hey, real talk though. JT know his shit. Shout to Kenyon Drake just put up the bag. You know what I mean? I love it. Drake got his money. I love it, man. I love it. Shout to Kenyon Drake.
Upfront money. It'll make anybody restructure upfront money.
Hey,
you know?
Man. This
shit, my job might be able to get me to come back if it was upfront money.
Yep. Hold on. Bro, this is crazy, bro. There might be something in the works right here soon, man. JT may know something that we don't know.
Yeah, look, insiders have that inside track. You know what I mean? I just know that I'm willing to bet that DC is not going anywhere. He's not the player that they're speaking on. You know what I mean? I think there's somebody else, you know, that we have on the team that people have reached out for, you know, and obviously he didn't really want to fucking be here last year. So if he's gone, then he's gone. It is what it is. and that's Waller. Remember, people still want a tight end. You know, he good. And if you don't want to be here,
think about that. Dirty put something into the universe right here. Darren Waller. I don't know.
Waller to be the one they talking about.
Think
could
about
be
it.
Waller.
Think about it. There's only 2 players that we have on this team that at this point where you can really think about it, right? Like it's got to be Waller or DC. There's nobody else. I mean, Josh. Nobody's gonna put up a crazy trade for Josh Jacobs or any other player that we have on this team. So it has to be DC or a Waller. But I think that Josh McDaniels values his tight ends a lot. So, but you know, you never know. Waller is with
Clutch Sports.
There you go. Thank you for finishing my sentence, big bro. You never know. I think it has to be DC because at this point, teams are scurrying like crazy. They're nervous. They need a lot of these guys need quarterbacks. It has to be Derek Carr. It has to be Derek Carr. With all these rumblings, the only thing that makes me nervous is that somebody sends us a crazy trade package, and then DC says, "I'm not going to go play. I'll retire." Then what? Then he comes back, and then we have a quarterback that knows that we were trying to get rid of him. Wouldn't that be the weirdest thing in the world, bro? Like you try to trade him, and then he's like, "Well, I'm not going," and then it's like, well, now we're stuck.
We have Nathan Peterman. You guys still want a quarterback? We can give you Nathan Peterman.
And Crypto said Tebow coming to the Raiders. Let's fucking go.
As what? The new lineman? That dude is so out of shape. That dude is terrible. All right, man. I love you.
I love you too.
See you after tutoring.
Coach would support DC. Yeah, that's facts. Mad Bread and motherfuckers gonna be asking for $70 million a year. That would be the stupidest shit. Trading Khalil. William, we're just saying that we just freed up $14.5 million in cap space. We restructured Kenyon Drake and Kolton Miller. Let me see. That would be crazy though. And like I said, man, JT knows his shit. So I have a feeling, man. I have this weird, strange feeling that we'll probably be here live again later on with some type of breaking news.
Oh yeah. There's most definitely there's gonna be some more news coming out today. You know, a lot of teams are trying to get some things done before Saturday. You know what I mean? A lot of teams want to know where they are before the start of free agency next week. You know, how much money they got, you know, what they can offer players, what positions that they really need to fill. You know, so you are technically in a legal tampering situation right now as to where teams can talk to other teams about acquiring players, you know. But I think it's Waller. Truthfully, I think it's Waller. I think Clutch Sports have managed to fandango some shit like they always do behind the scenes, and that's what you're gonna hear about in the coming times.
I'm telling you guys right now, and y'all may trip out on this. And y'all may say, "Oh, he's just saying this shit to be a hot take and blah, blah, blah," right? If we trade Derek Carr, I'm telling y'all right now, if we trade Derek Carr, Tom Brady will be our quarterback this year. Tom Brady will be coming out of retirement and playing for the Las Vegas Raiders. If we trade Derek Carr, Tom Brady will come back and play for Josh McDaniels, the guy he won 6 rings with. That will be our quarterback.
But what do we pay Tampa Bay to get his rights? Because Tampa Bay still has his rights to him.
No, he had 1 year. He signed a 1 year.
No, I think he has 1 year left under contract with them. He just retired. Because I was reading a report that if Brady was to come back, somebody has to buy his rights from Tampa Bay.
Let me see. Let me see. I'm looking at it right now. Does he have 1 more year on this deal?
Yeah, I think he has 1 year left. No?
No, it says 2022. Oh, yeah, you're right. He'd be under contract this year.
Yeah, he'd be under contract this year, so you would have to go buy his rights from Tampa Bay.
Hey, I'll say this. I still believe that if we move on,
I don't disagree. I just want to know what is it going to cost to get him though? You know what I mean? What
Bruce
will we
Arians
have to
already
pay?
said it'll take 5 first rounders. he did say that too. He did say that too. Hey, but
I'm not paying that.
It's weird though, right? Because you look at it like this. There's guys out there like say it's Waller. Say if it is Waller, like you said, right? If it's Waller, guess what happens? Gronk is a free agent, a former guy that played under Josh McDaniels. So there may be some connection there. Like you just never really know. There's so much shit that can happen, man. Like some of this shit that we be saying, we talked about this on the phone last night, Dirty. Some of the shit that we say that may be outlandish, it can all happen. It can all happen.
It can happen.
Right? Like one thing it could be hypothetical one moment and then be reality the next. You know what I'm saying? Like you just never really know. What if Tom Brady said, "Hey, I want to go to the Raiders," and then Tampa Bay said, "Okay, well, send us Derek Carr and some other shit because we need a quarterback too." You just never really know. You never really know.
You never know.
You know what I'm saying?
You never know. That is a true statement. DC, Waller, they both go to Tampa Bay, and maybe a first round pick, and you get Tom Brady.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh,
I don't know if we got a line for Brady to want to play behind. That's my thing. You know, I think the only quarterback that was willing to play behind the line we got is DC.
Roger Sofield was just released by the Titans. That's big. That's big. A nice offensive lineman potentially to bring back. I like that. He was
I want Luwan. Give me Luwan. That's who I want from Tennessee. Bring me Luwan. Yeah.
Massive deal.
That
for
boy's
Adams.
a beast.
Oh, that may be it too. Sometimes you make a deal that can't be refused. Maybe we made a deal to Green Bay.
Yeah.
Or maybe JT's just fucking trolling. How about that? But knowing JT,
that's a possibility too.
Yeah, but knowing his credibility and being around him and actually talking to him, I couldn't see him do no weird shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Nah, certain people are just trolls on the internet. Some people, the say less part means more sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you say less, it speaks more. Yeah. So.
And look, man, Carr's been very quiet outside of going to, what was it, the Country Music Awards the other day. I know he screamed Raiders when he went on stage. I loved it. But, he's been real quiet. So,
but he's been making some rounds this year too on the offseason, like showing up in a lot of places.
Yeah,
and on a lot of TV shows and stuff.
That's good for his brand, though. That's good for his brand.
Yeah, that's good for his brand.
Yeah, so I like that. I like that he's out moving and grooving, and I mean that's what we need to do. That's what you want from your quarterback, man. You want a guy to be out there showing, showing his personality, man, and doing that. That's what you want.
Yeah.
Damien said, "Dirty is right." Ms. Molly says, what if we're going after a player? We did just open up cap space. I look, we need cap space. So I don't know if we're particularly going out for one player right now. I think we just did this because we need cap. You know what I'm saying? And, we're going to free up some more money here soon with these extensions, Molly, you know what I mean? So I'm excited to see what it is, but I don't think we freed up this money for one particular player. I could be wrong though. Maybe that's what JT's talking about. Maybe we just freed up some money and we made an offer to somebody out there. I don't know. Maybe what if it is Dirty's guy? What if it's DK Metcalf? We don't know. We don't. That's the beauty of this whole NFL shit, man. Anything can happen at any given point, man. It's dope, and I'm excited right now to even see all this shit going on, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let me see.
And there's some good tight ends. There's some good tight ends in this draft this year too.
Definitely agree with you. A lot of under the radar ones too.
Yeah.
JT to
So,
bring news. Yeah, but I just feel like JT knows something. Look, this guy actually has a show with the Raiders. Him and Lincoln Kennedy. You know what I'm saying? I think he's with Lincoln Kennedy, I believe. But this guy actually works for the organization, like to the point where when you have an interview with him, he'll tell you from the jump, like, hey, we can't talk about this, or this. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just real shit. You know what I mean? So, I don't know, man.
Hey, like it's early morning. What I'm proud about right now, man, is the fact that our team is up in the morning getting shit done. We on the West Coast. You know what I mean? We on the West Coast, so that means they up at 4:00 in the morning. 'Cause I saw when your message came through, I was like, God damn, this early as fuck. Y'all niggas on the East and Midwest, y'all killing me.
Thanks. Everybody is asking what he said. He said, JT says, sometimes your NFL team gets an offer they can't refuse in the offseason. So you know what? That's not Devontae Adams, because he says sometimes your team gets an offer, and maybe maybe he could be talking about Green Bay. I don't know. But I feel like he's talking about us. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm definitely know there's I know there's an offer on the table for a player. You know what I mean? I know there's an offer for a player on the table, and the player that the offer is on the table for is Waller. The table is set for Waller to be shipped out, bro. Clutch Sports is pulling some bullshit behind the scene, and they're trying to get their guy out of the Raiders. Now, there's been a couple of teams that have reached out for Waller, and one of them has made a hellified offer. That's just my take. That's literally just my take.
Well, I know that there's already been offers on the table for DC. I mean, we already turned down the Washington Commanders deal. We turned down Indy's deal. There's other guys. You know what I mean? I don't know if Pittsburgh has jumped in through they hat in the ring yet. I don't know if New Orleans has. They just freed up some money. So I don't know.
You're not gonna get a better deal than what Washington offered us for DC, bro. You're not gonna get a better deal than that. That was literally their whole draft status that they offered for DC, and we said no.
I don't know. I don't know. I know. Look, there's a lot of players out there, man. That Philly got 3 first-rounders. Pittsburgh, I think that they got a lot of defensive guys that they'll say, you know what, I'll part away from this. I'll part, you know what I mean? Because they're deep on the defensive side of the ball. I don't know, man. I don't know.
I heard the rumor of the Washington offer for DC. 3 first-rounders, a second, and a third, and we walked away.
Now, if you move away from that, right? If that is the deal, if that's true, then Derek Carr's not going anywhere.
DC's not going anywhere.
Yeah, like
that's just a rumor. It's just what I heard. The offer was 3 firsts.
DC for 3 firsts, bro. Like then he's not going anywhere. Yeah. Shout out to Jackie. Waller going to be more vocal, maybe for a trade. I don't know, Jackie. I think Waller's going to be a Raider. I think he's going to be a Raider, but I know he wants.
It would be nice for him to be a Raider, but if he wants to go back to Seattle, cool. Ain't he from Seattle? Ain't that his hometown? You know what I mean? If that's where you want to be, by all means, look, let's do this. Let's go straight up. We'll give you Waller, you give us DK Metcalf.
No, I think
or Tyler Lockett. We good.
Waller's from Atlanta.
Waller's from Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, fun fact for those who don't know, I actually recorded Soul Nation in his studio in Atlanta.
Okay.
Yeah. Recorded in his studio in Smyrna, Georgia. It's like a suburb of Atlanta. Let me see. Shout out to Crypto. I want my QB in church Friday nights and in the end zone on Sundays. I think Josh Easy gets him in the end zone from the red zone. Talk that shit, Crypto. Talk that shit.
Most definitely.
Let me see. Shout out to Wasted. You don't have to give a haul for a tight end. I think this regime values star players over just draft capital. It's DC. Wrong again, Dirty. Hey, one of these days, bro, we just got to have we gotta have a fade over the live, bro.
Hey, wasted. Hey, go wrench some pipes. Go wrench some pipes.
Oh shit. Oh shit. McDaniels loves the feature tight ends. He's not trading Waller. Beck, that's what I said. That's what I said. I think Waller wants to be a Raider. I just think he wants more money. That's it. And, I mean, like you look at all these guys that's getting paid more than him. I think he definitely deserves it. But you know, he just signed. He's stupid. He said dirty drunk.
How? I just woke up.
Colts trying to go. The Colts are trying to go all out for DC right now. Definitely. But like I said, you offer me a deal like Darius Leonard and Quentin Nelson, or Quentin Nelson and DeForest Buckner. I'm sorry, I'm moving on.
You gotta give me a quarterback though, man. Anybody trying to make a deal for DC, they need to throw in a quarterback, whatever it is, because like I said, we don't have one. DC goes, we don't have any. So
you know, it'd be funny if it was Cleveland. What if Cleveland gave us a bunch of firsts and Baker Mayfield's weak ass? I'd be pissed.
I'd be mad as shit, bro. I wouldn't even report another motherfucking thing all year, man. I'll be like, man, fuck that. I'm done.
Hey, Noah, I'm telling you, Docs, we're gonna trade Carr to the Eagles for Hurts in their first three. Bro, I like Jalen Hurts. I don't care what nobody say. I'm a Hurts. I like Hurts. You know what I mean? But those 3 first rounders, though, bro, that's different. Like, that's something where you can go into, imagine going into Vegas. The draft is in Las Vegas with 4 first-round picks. That shit would be insane. That'd be insane. Then you can go get Malik Willis if you want to sit behind, you know what I'm saying, Jalen Hurts if you want, and then go get a bunch of defensive guys and a receiver. Like, you could do a lot. I like Hurts. I like Jalen Hurts a lot. And he's still young. That would be crazy. You guys, we're just having fun. We're just speaking some hypotheticals right now because there's a lot of rumors going on right now in the nation. Don't take every single thing that we say at face value right now. There's just a lot of shit going on, and we're putting hypotheticals out there because anything can happen in this league. It's a weird league.
Mm-hmm.
We should have drafted Hurts. I wanted to grab him in that draft as well, Street Life. Facts. They drafted Smith for Hurts, though. They're not playing to his skills. Raiders with 3 first rounders. We will still find a way to fuck it up. But Cali, bro, we got a different regime now. You know what I mean? I trust Zeke, man. He just went out there and got Mac Jones, you know what I'm saying, and Christian Barmore. Like I think, you know, I think he's doing okay. I think he's done pretty good. He did pretty good last year. It's going to be interesting if we go to these QB's pro days. Well, you know, man, when we do that every year, you know what I'm saying? I've even seen I've seen the Patriots go to QB pro days when they had Brady. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, everybody's going to do their due diligence.
Yeah, you got to do your homework, man. You know what I mean? You got to do your homework, bro. Yeah. But look, if you don't do your homework, I'll tell people this right now, man. The difference in not doing your homework and doing your homework is an A and a D. If you don't do the homework, you're going to get D's. You do the homework, you're liable to get A's.
Let me see. Yeah, the Colts don't have a first rounder. I don't want anything to do with them unless they offer those 2 guys that I talked about. If it's not Leonard or Buckner on the defensive side of the ball with Quentin Nelson coming over, I don't even want to talk to Indianapolis. I'm not talking to any team that doesn't have a first rounder. I'm good. I'm not doing it.
I'm not talking to nobody that don't have a first round and don't have a quarterback to give up either.
Yeah. This is crazy though, bro. If it says no Carr trade. Everybody's saying
now. What did they? Now didn't they just pick up some pick? No, they pick up 2 third rounds, huh? 2 third rounders.
Yeah, 2 thirds for wins. Well, I think one of them can convert to a second. If Carson plays 70% of the snaps this year, that 2023 third converts to a second rounder.
Oh, they got a conditional pick.
Yeah,
so conditional pick.
Yep. Oh shit. Yeah, people are saying, buckle up. NFL gears are moving. Hey man. Yo.
I'm not being honest, bro. I'm be hot if DC ain't here and we ain't got nothing else to fucking play quarterback. Now, if we get something else and it's better, if we upgrade, cool. But if we ain't upgrading, I'm gonna be extremely pissed because that's literally 17 steps backwards for this regime.
Yeah. I don't know, man. This is gonna be very interesting these next few years, these next few hours, because it looks like there's a lot of shit going on right here. But I know for sure I'm definitely gonna pop back in here soon. Shout out to my brother Dirty, man. We're an hour and a half in. You guys, if anything happens, I will be popping back up live here soon. I'm gonna get my morning workout in, spend some time with the wife. Shout out to my brother Wasted for pulling up. Shout out to my brother Hammer for pulling up. And also shout out to my big bro Dirty for pulling up. You guys, it looks like there's gonna be a lot of shit. There's gonna be a lot of shit moving and grooving here right now. So I will be, we all are. We will be right here every step of the way. Shout out to the chat, man. Wipe them feet on the way out, you guys. Hit them thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Also, man, go subscribe to my brother Dirty Raider as well on YouTube. And go subscribe to Hammer's House and Wasted Talent on YouTube. Support our own.
Yes.
You know what I mean? With that being said, have a blessed day, big bro. And we'll definitely chop it up here later on, man.
You as well. Peace out.